Standing tall against the sands of time, the Great Pyramid of Giza remains one of humanity's most awe-inspiring achievements. Its sides are aligned almost perfectly with the four cardinal directions north, south, east, and west, with an accuracy that even modern engineers would find remarkable. Yet, here's the astonishing part. This precision was accomplished over 4,000 years ago, long before the invention of compasses or GPS. How did ancient builders, without the tools we take for granted today, achieve such alignment, and why did they go to such lengths to connect their monuments to the stars and celestial events? This video dives deep into the mysteries of their techniques, uncovering the ingenious methods and profound knowledge that allowed ancient civilizations to synchronize their greatest works with the cosmos. Join us as we explore the intersection of ancient wisdom and the heavens, revealing secrets that continue to baffle and inspire us today. For ancient cultures, the sky was more than just a vast expanse above. It was a map, a calendar, and a divine message waiting to be deciphered. The sun, moon, and stars weren't just distant objects. They were seen as powerful forces, often embodying gods or spirits that guided daily life. This deep reverence for the cosmos led people to build monuments in perfect harmony with celestial events, creating a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Take Stonehenge, for example. This iconic ring of towering stones in England aligns precisely with the summer solstice sunrise. On that day, the rising sun cast its light directly through the monument's central axis, a phenomenon that would have been awe-inspiring to its builders. Similarly, the Temple of Karnak in Egypt was designed to capture the sun's rays during the winter solstice, illuminating its innermost sanctuary. These alignments weren't accidental, they were deliberate acts of devotion and scientific precision. But why did these ancient peoples go to such lengths? On a practical level, celestial alignments served as calendars, marking the changing seasons and guiding agricultural activities. Symbolically, they connected human life to the cosmos, reinforcing a belief that the universe was orderly and meaningful. By building monuments aligned with the heavens, these cultures expressed their understanding of the world and their place within it. So how did they achieve such remarkable accuracy without modern tools? The answer lies in their ingenuity and deep knowledge of the skies, but that's a story for the next part of our journey. Ancient builders didn't have lasers, GPS, or even calculators, yet they achieved astonishing precision in their monumental creations. How they relied on ingenious tools and techniques that were as effective as they were simple. One of the most remarkable was the merkhet, an Egyptian surveying instrument. Picture a long, straight rod with a weighted string hanging from it. By aligning the merkhet with specific stars, ancient Egyptians could determine true north with remarkable accuracy. This tool was essential for laying out the foundations of structures like the pyramids, ensuring they were perfectly oriented to the cardinal points. Another critical device was the gnomon, a primitive sundial that doubled as a celestial tracker. By observing the shadow cast by a vertical pole, ancient astronomers could measure the sun's position throughout the day and year. This allowed them to mark solstices, equinoxes, and other key celestial events. These observations weren't just for calendars. They directly influenced the design and alignment of sacred sites, linking the heavens to the earth in stone. But precision didn't stop with the stars. Water levels and plumb lines played a crucial role in ensuring structures were level and upright. A water level, essentially a shallow trench filled with water, provided a perfectly flat reference point, even on uneven terrain. Plumb lines, weighted cords that hung straight down, helped builders align walls and columns with the pull of gravity. Together, these tools created a foundation of accuracy that modern engineers would admire. What's truly astonishing is how these methods, though simple by today's standards, revealed a profound understanding of geometry, astronomy, and physics. Without the luxury of modern technology, ancient builders relied on observation, experimentation, and a deep connection to the natural world. This ingenuity didn't just shape stones, it shaped civilizations, leaving behind monuments that continue to awe us thousands of years later. And as we explore specific structures, you'll see how these tools translated into breathtaking alignments with the cosmos. One of the most enduring mysteries of ancient architecture lies in the heart of England's Stonehenge. This iconic circle of towering stones has puzzled researchers for centuries, not just for its sheer scale, but for its precise alignment with celestial events. During the summer solstice, the sun rises directly over the heel stone, casting its first rays into the center of the monument. Conversely, at the winter solstice, the sun sets perfectly between the stones, marking the shortest day of the year. But how did ancient builders achieve such precision without modern tools or astronomical knowledge? The construction of Stonehenge is a feat in itself. Some of the massive stones, known as sarcens, weigh up to 25 tons and were transported from quarries over 20 miles away. The smaller bluestones were brought from even farther, over 150 miles, suggesting a monumental effort beyond what we might imagine. Theories abound about how they were moved, from sledges pulled on log rollers to the use of rivers as natural highways, but the how is only part of the story. The why is even more fascinating. Was Stonehenge primarily a ceremonial site, a place where ancient peoples gathered to honor the changing seasons? Or was it an astronomical observatory designed to track the movements of the sun and moon? The truth may lie somewhere in between. The solstice alignments suggest a deep understanding of the heavens, while the evidence of feasting and artifacts points to its role as a hub for community and ritual. Stonehenge's dual purpose as both a celestial calendar and a sacred space highlights the ingenuity and spiritual connection of its builders, but it's not the only ancient monument that speaks to the skies. Thousands of miles away, another marvel of engineering stands as a testament to humanity's fascination with the cosmos. The Great Pyramid of Giza stands as one of the most astonishing feats of ancient engineering, not just for its sheer size, but also for its incredible precision. One of its most remarkable features is its nearly perfect alignment with the cardinal directions north, south, east, and west. To get a sense of just how precise this is, consider this. The pyramid's base is aligned to true north with an error margin of just a fraction of a degree. For a structure built over 4,500 years ago, that level of accuracy is nothing short of astounding. So how did the ancient Egyptians achieve this? One theory suggests they used the stars as their guide. Specifically, they may have observed the movement of Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, or Polaris, the North Star, to determine true north. Another possibility is that they relied on a tool called a merkhet, an ancient surveying instrument, to track the shadows cast by the sun during the equinoxes. These methods would have required not only advanced observational skills, but also a deep understanding of astronomy, a knowledge that still leaves modern researchers in awe. But the Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. It was also a profound symbol of cosmic harmony. Its alignment with the cardinal directions wasn't merely a technical achievement. It reflected the Egyptians' belief in connecting the earthly realm with the heavens. The pyramid's four sides, each facing one of the cardinal points, represented the balance and order of the universe, mirroring their view of the cosmos as a place governed by divine principles. This raises intriguing questions. How much astronomical knowledge did the builders possess? Were they able to calculate the Earth's orientation with mathematical precision, or did they rely on trial and error? And what other celestial insights might have influenced their architectural decisions? As we explore these mysteries, it becomes clear that the Great Pyramid is far more than a tomb. It's a testament to the ingenuity and cosmic vision of an ancient civilization. Looking beyond the sun and stars, the ancient world's fascination with celestial events extended to other phenomena, such as eclipses, solstices, and planetary movements. These events didn't just mark time, they shaped the lives, beliefs, and monumental achievements of cultures across the globe. At Chichen Itza, the ancient Mayans crafted a site so breathtaking it continues to captivate visitors centuries later. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, something extraordinary happens at the Pyramid of El Castillo. As the sun sets, the step terraces cast a shadow that slithers down the northern staircase, resembling the undulating body of a serpent. This serpent-like shadow aligns perfectly with the stone carvings of a feathered serpent's head at the pyramid's base, creating the illusion of a massive snake descending from the heavens. It's as if the pyramid itself comes to life, a testament to the Mayans' remarkable ingenuity. For the Mayans, the serpent wasn't just a random symbol, it was deeply tied to their beliefs. The feathered serpent, known as Kukulkan, was a powerful deity representing life, death, and rebirth. The serpent's shadow during the equinox symbolized renewal, marking a time of balance between day and night, light and darkness. The phenomenon wasn't merely a visual spectacle. It was a spiritual moment, a cosmic alignment that connected the people to their gods and the cycles of nature. What's truly astonishing is the precision required to achieve this effect. The Mayans didn't just build a pyramid, they engineered it with an intimate understanding of the sun's movements. Each angle, each step, was carefully calculated to interact with the sunlight in this exact way. This level of accuracy demonstrates their advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics far ahead of their time. They didn't have modern tools or technology, yet they created something that still leaves us in awe today. The Mayans' ability to align their architecture with celestial events highlights a universal truth about ancient civilizations. They looked to the stars not just for guidance, but as a way to make sense of the world around them. Their achievements remind us that even without modern science, they were able to unlock profound insights into the cosmos. And speaking of cosmic connections, this brings us to another fascinating culture that also turned its gaze skyward, the builders of Stonehenge. One of the most striking examples of how ancient civilizations aligned their monuments with the heavens is found high in the Andes Mountains at Machu Picchu. This legendary Inca city, perched atop a steep ridge, is a masterpiece of engineering and spirituality. Every stone, every structure seems to whisper secrets of a people deeply attuned to the rhythms of the sun. The Incas revered Inti, their sun god, believing that their very existence depended on his favor. This reverence wasn't just a matter of faith, it was woven into the very fabric of their architecture. Take the Temple of the Sun, one of Machu Picchu's most iconic structures. This semicircular building was meticulously designed to align with the solstices. During the June solstice, the first rays of sunlight stream through a carefully positioned window, illuminating the sacred altar inside. It's as if the sun itself is performing a ritual, blessing the temple with its light. The December solstice brings a similar alignment, marking the cyclical journey of the sun across the sky. These weren't just architectural feats, they were acts of devotion, a way for the Incas to commune with their deity and ensure the continuation of life. At the heart of this spiritual connection lies the Intihuatana stone, a mysterious pillar often referred to as a hitching post of the sun. This carved rock was more than just a symbol, it served as a precise solar clock. During the equinoxes, the stone casts no shadow, a moment the Incas believed allowed them to tie the sun to the earth, ensuring its return. It's a stunning blend of science and spirituality, where practical timekeeping met profound cosmic reverence. But why did the Incas go to such lengths to align their structures with celestial events? Beyond the spiritual, there was a deeply practical purpose. These alignments helped them track the seasons, which were crucial for agriculture in the unpredictable Andean climate. Knowing when to plant and harvest could mean the difference between abundance and famine. So, Machu Picchu wasn't just a temple or a city, it was a celestial observatory, a place where the heavens and the earth converged to guide human life. This intricate relationship between architecture and astronomy wasn't unique to the Incas. Across the globe, ancient civilizations built monuments that mirrored the stars, turning stone into a language of the cosmos. From the pyramids of Egypt to the stone circles of Europe, these structures were more than just buildings. They were bridges to the divine, tools for survival, and testaments to human ingenuity. As we explore these celestial observatories, we begin to see how deeply our ancestors were connected to the skies above, and how much we can still learn from their wisdom. Throughout history, ancient civilizations didn't just build monuments to align with the stars, they constructed entire observatories dedicated to studying the heavens. Take the Caracol in Chichen Itza, for example. This remarkable structure, resembling a modern-day observatory, was designed with narrow windows perfectly positioned to track the movements of Venus, a planet of immense importance to the Maya. Similarly, the Jaipur Observatory in India, built in the early 18th century, features massive instruments carved from stone and marble, each meticulously crafted to measure the positions of the sun, moon, and planets. These sites weren't just tools for science, they were deeply tied to the spiritual beliefs and cultural practices of their creators. For the Maya, tracking Venus wasn't just about predicting its movements, it was about understanding the rhythms of life and death, war and peace. In India, the Jaipur Observatory reflected a blend of astronomical precision and Hindu cosmology, where celestial events were seen as divine messages. It's fascinating to think about how these ancient peoples combined their scientific observations with spiritual interpretations, creating a holistic understanding of the universe that shaped their worldviews. What's even more remarkable is how this knowledge was preserved and passed down through generations. Without the technologies we have today, these civilizations relied on oral traditions, detailed records, and the physical structures themselves to ensure their discoveries endured. The Caracol and the Jaipur Observatory stand as testaments to their ingenuity, serving as both practical tools and cultural landmarks. But astronomy wasn't just confined to these grand observatories, it played a vital role in everyday life. From determining the best times for planting crops to marking sacred festivals, the stars guided decisions large and small. Imagine standing beneath the night sky, watching the same celestial patterns that ancient peoples used to shape their lives. It's a connection that transcends time, reminding us of the enduring relationship between humanity and the cosmos. Throughout history, the skies have served as both a clock and a compass for ancient civilizations. The movement of celestial bodies wasn't just a source of wonder, it was a vital tool for survival. By carefully observing the sun, moon, and stars, cultures like the Egyptians and the Maya developed intricate celestial calendars, perfectly synchronized with the rhythms of nature. These systems weren't just about marking time, they were the foundation of agriculture and the heartbeat of spiritual life. Take the ancient Egyptians, for example. Their calendar, tied to the annual flooding of the Nile, was a masterpiece of practicality. Each year, the rising of the star Sirius signaled the arrival of the floodwaters, a critical event that replenished the soil and made farming possible. By aligning their planting and harvesting cycles with this celestial event, Egyptians ensured their crops thrived in a land where rain was scarce. This wasn't just science, it was a lifeline. Similarly, the Maya crafted one of the most sophisticated calendar systems in history. Their Tzolk'in, a 260-day ritual calendar intertwined with the Hob, a 365-day solar calendar, creating a complex web of timekeeping. These calendars guided not just agricultural activities but also religious ceremonies, linking the practical needs of farming with the spiritual rhythms of their beliefs. For the Maya, understanding the heavens wasn't just about survival, it was about maintaining harmony between the earthly and the divine. What's fascinating is how these calendars reveal the dual purpose of celestial alignments. On one hand, they were indispensable tools for predicting seasons, ensuring communities could plant and harvest at the right times. On the other hand, they were deeply spiritual, connecting people to the cosmos in profound ways. The sun wasn't just a source of light and warmth, it was a symbol of life and renewal. The moon's cycles weren't just a marker of time, they were a reflection of change and transformation. This blending of the practical and the sacred is what makes these ancient systems so remarkable. They weren't just about tracking days, they were about understanding humanity's place in the universe. And as we continue to explore these celestial calendars, we begin to uncover the deeper symbolism behind the alignments themselves, symbols that spoke not just of time, but of meaning, purpose, and the eternal connection between the heavens and the earth. One of the most fascinating aspects of ancient monument construction lies in the symbolism behind their celestial alignments. For many cultures, these alignments weren't just practical or scientific. They were deeply spiritual, representing a connection between the earthly realm and the divine. Take the Temple of Amun-Ra in Karnak, Egypt, for example. This colossal structure wasn't merely a place of worship, it was a physical manifestation of the bond between humanity and the gods. The temple's alignment with the sun during key celestial events symbolized the sun god Ra's journey across the sky, reinforcing the belief that the pharaohs and priests were intermediaries between the mortal world and the divine. The idea of monuments as bridges between the earthly and the divine is a recurring theme across many ancient civilizations. From the pyramids of Giza to the temples of Mesoamerica, these structures often served as both physical and metaphysical gateways. They were designed not only to honor the gods but also to reflect the cosmos on Earth, creating a sense of harmony between the heavens and human existence. This raises intriguing questions. Were these alignments meant to inspire awe, to assert power, or to fulfill a deeper spiritual purpose? Perhaps they were a combination of all three, reflecting the complex motivations of the societies that built them. But achieving these precise alignments was no small feat. Imagine the challenges faced by ancient builders working without modern tools, relying on their understanding of the stars, and often under immense pressure to create structures that would stand the test of time. The sheer scale of these projects, combined with the need for astronomical precision, speaks volumes about the ingenuity and determination of these early civilizations. How did they manage to align massive stone blocks with celestial events so accurately? What drove them to pour so much effort into creating these symbolic connections? The answers to these questions reveal not just the technical skill of ancient builders, but also the profound cultural and spiritual significance of their work. Imagine the sheer scale of moving stones weighing dozens of tons across uneven terrain, with no modern machinery to assist. Ancient builders faced challenges that would seem insurmountable today, yet they achieved feats of engineering that still leave us in awe. Transporting massive stones for monuments like Stonehenge or the pyramids of Giza required not just brute force but meticulous planning and innovation. To move these colossal blocks, they likely used a combination of sledges, rollers, and ramps, often lubricated with water or mud to reduce friction. Teams of workers would coordinate their efforts, relying on rhythm and communication to shift these stones inch by inch. The precision involved in aligning these structures with celestial events adds another layer of complexity. Without the tools we take for granted today, ancient engineers had to rely on careful observation, trial and error, and an intimate understanding of their environment. Take Stonehenge, for example. The blue stones used in its construction were transported over hundreds of miles, a journey requiring immense dedication and problem-solving. Similarly, the pyramids of Giza were built with such accuracy that their sides align almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, a testament to the builders' astronomical knowledge and engineering prowess. These achievements weren't the result of a single brilliant mind, but the collective effort of countless individuals working together toward a shared vision. Their ingenuity reminds us that even the most daunting challenges can be overcome with persistence, creativity, and collaboration. As we marvel at these ancient wonders, it's worth reflecting on the deep well of knowledge and skill that made them possible, knowledge that we'll explore next. Ancient civilizations possessed an extraordinary understanding of the cosmos, far more sophisticated than many might assume. Without telescopes or modern technology, they meticulously observed the skies, tracking the movements of the sun, moon, planets, and stars across vast periods of time. This wasn't just casual stargazing, it was a deliberate, systematic effort to map the heavens. Take, for instance, the Dendera Zodiac in Egypt, a stunning celestial map carved into the ceiling of a temple. This intricate star chart not only depicted constellations but also served as a tool for predicting celestial events, like eclipses or the annual flooding of the Nile. It's a testament to how deeply these cultures intertwined their daily lives and rituals with the rhythms of the cosmos. But how did they maintain and pass down such precise knowledge? The answer lies in a combination of oral traditions and written records. Stories, myths, and songs carried the wisdom of the stars from one generation to the next, while inscriptions and manuscripts preserved complex astronomical data. In many ways, these ancient astronomers were both scientists and storytellers, weaving their observations into the fabric of their cultures. The Maya, for example, developed detailed calendars based on planetary cycles, while the Babylonians recorded lunar and solar events on clay tablets. These methods allowed their discoveries to endure for centuries, even millennia. Yet, here's a question to ponder: how accurate were these ancient alignments? Could people thousands of years ago really pinpoint celestial events with such precision? The evidence suggests they could. Monuments like Stonehenge in England or the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt are aligned with solstices and cardinal directions, proving their creators had a profound grasp of celestial mechanics. But what's even more fascinating is how these alignments weren't just about accuracy, they were about meaning. The stars weren't just points of light, they were guides, gods, and markers of time, shaping the spiritual and practical lives of entire civilizations. But how accurate were these ancient alignments really? Could they have maintained their precision over thousands of years, or have time and nature distorted their original intent? To answer this, we need to consider a few key factors, starting with the phenomenon known as precession. Over centuries, the Earth's axis wobbles slightly, shifting the positions of stars and constellations in the sky. This means that what was perfectly aligned in, say, 2500 BCE might not line up the same way today. Yet, despite this natural drift, many ancient monuments still exhibit remarkable accuracy. Take the Great Pyramid of Giza, for instance. Its sides are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with an error margin of just a fraction of a degree. How did they achieve this level of precision without modern tools? Modern technology has allowed us to revisit these ancient sites with a fresh perspective. Using lasers, satellite imagery, and advanced surveying equipment, researchers have been able to measure these alignments with unprecedented accuracy. One striking example is Newgrange in Ireland, a prehistoric tomb constructed around 3200 BCE. Each year, during the winter solstice, sunlight streams through a specially designed roof box illuminating the inner chamber. Even after 5,000 years, this alignment remains precise, a testament to the ingenuity of its builders. And it's not just sunlight. Many monuments were aligned with the rising or setting of specific stars or planets, events that would have held deep cultural or spiritual significance. This precision raises profound questions about the capabilities of ancient civilizations. Were they simply lucky, or did they possess advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering that we're only beginning to uncover? The implications are staggering. If they could achieve such accuracy, what else might they have understood about the world around them? It's a reminder that our ancestors were not primitive. They were innovators, thinkers, and architects in their own right. Their ability to align monuments with celestial events wasn't just about practicality. It was a way of connecting with the cosmos, of embedding their beliefs and values into the very fabric of their architecture. The cultural significance of these alignments cannot be overstated. For ancient peoples, the movements of the stars and the cycles of the sun and moon were more than just natural phenomena. They were tied to myths, rituals, and the rhythms of daily life. By building monuments that mirrored these celestial patterns, they created a bridge between the earthly and the divine, a way to honor their gods, mark the passage of time, and affirm their place in the universe. This intersection of science, spirituality, and art is what makes these ancient sites so fascinating even today. They're not just stone structures, they're windows into the minds and hearts of the people who built them. Celestial alignments weren't just about tracking the stars. They were threads that wove communities together, creating a shared sense of identity and purpose. Across ancient civilizations, the sky served as both a calendar and a canvas, reflecting the values and beliefs that bound people together. Take the Inca Empire, for instance. Their entire society revolved around Inti, the sun god, who was believed to ensure prosperity and order. Temples like Coricancha in Cusco were meticulously aligned with solstices, and the annual Inti Raymi festival brought thousands together to honor the sun. These rituals weren't just celebrations, they were acts of unity, reinforcing a collective identity rooted in celestial harmony. Shared myths and astronomical knowledge became the glue that held communities together, transcending individual differences. Even today, the legacy of these practices lingers, reminding us of how the stars once guided not just crops and seasons, but hearts and minds. And what's fascinating is that this wasn't unique to the Inca. From Egypt to Mesopotamia, similar patterns emerge, proof that the skies were a universal language of connection. As we look at these global patterns of alignment, it becomes clear that ancient people weren't just building monuments, they were crafting stories of who they were and who they could become. One of the most fascinating aspects of ancient monuments is how many of them, built by cultures thousands of miles apart, seem to share striking similarities in their alignment with celestial events. Take, for example, the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, the Temple of Kukulkan in Chichen Itza, and the ancient Observatory of Cheomseongdi in Korea. Each of these structures was designed with an extraordinary awareness of the sun, stars, and planets. But how did these civilizations, separated by vast distances and time, arrive at such similar conclusions? Was there some form of shared knowledge, a lost connection, that allowed them to understand the heavens in such a unified way? Or is this simply a coincidence born of human curiosity? Theories abound. Some researchers suggest that ancient cultures exchanged ideas through trade routes or even earlier, more widespread migrations, passing down astronomical knowledge from one generation to the next. Others argue that these alignments were discovered independently, driven by the universal human desire to make sense of the cosmos. After all, the sun, moon, and stars are among the few constants in our world, and it's only natural that different peoples would turn their eyes skyward for answers. What's particularly intriguing is how these cultures interpreted celestial events in remarkably similar ways. The Egyptians saw the sun as a symbol of rebirth, aligning their pyramids to capture its rays during solstices. The Maya, too, honored the sun, designing their temples to create shadow phenomena that resemble serpents slithering down the steps, a vivid representation of their feathered serpent god Kukulkan. Meanwhile, in Asia, structures like Cheomseongdi were used not only to observe the stars but also to predict seasons and agricultural cycles, reflecting a shared understanding of the sky's practical importance. So, was this a case of shared knowledge or independent discovery? Perhaps it's both. The universality of human curiosity about the cosmos suggests that, even without direct communication, different cultures could arrive at similar conclusions simply by observing the same celestial patterns. Yet, the precision and sophistication of these alignments raise questions about whether there might have been a deeper connection, a collective wisdom that transcended time and geography. This leads us to another mystery. Why did these ancient peoples go to such lengths to align their monuments with celestial events? Was it purely for practical purposes like agriculture or timekeeping, or did these alignments hold a deeper, perhaps spiritual, significance? As we explore this next layer of the puzzle, we'll uncover how the stars above may have shaped not only the structures on the ground but also the beliefs and aspirations of the people who built them. For the ancient builders, aligning their monuments with celestial events wasn't just about practicality or demonstrating technical skill. It was about something far more profound, connecting with the cosmos on a spiritual level. These structures were more than stone and mortar. They were bridges between the earthly and the divine. Take the Great Pyramid of Giza, for example. Its precise alignment with the stars wasn't just an architectural marvel. It was believed to be a pathway for the pharaoh's soul to ascend to the heavens, a gateway to the afterlife. This wasn't just about death, it was about achieving immortality, ensuring that the ruler's legacy would endure for eternity. The builders saw the heavens as a realm of gods and cosmic order. By aligning their monuments with celestial bodies, they were essentially speaking the language of the divine. The solstices, equinoxes, and other celestial events weren't just markers of time. They were moments of sacred significance, opportunities to commune with higher powers. Think of Stonehenge, where the rising sun on the summer solstice would cast its light through specific stones, creating a moment of ritual and reverence. These alignments were acts of devotion, ways to honor the gods and tap into their power. But it wasn't just about worship. These alignments also reflected a deeper philosophical understanding of the universe. Ancient cultures saw themselves as part of a grand cosmic design, and their monuments were expressions of that belief. By mirroring the heavens on earth, they were asserting their place in the universe, aligning their existence with the rhythms of the stars. It was a way of saying, we are here and we are part of something greater. This spiritual and cosmic purpose has left a lasting legacy. Today, we marvel not just at the precision of these ancient alignments, but at the depth of thought behind them. These monuments remind us that our ancestors looked to the sky not just for navigation or timekeeping, but for meaning, connection, and a sense of eternity. And as we continue to study and appreciate these structures, we're reminded that their legacy isn't just in stone, it's in the timeless human desire to understand our place in the cosmos. Now, as we turn our attention to the legacy of these alignments, let's explore how these ancient practices continue to influence and inspire us, bridging the gap between the past and the present. The ancient monuments aligned with celestial events aren't just relics of the past, they're profound lessons for the present. These structures remind us of an era when science, art, and spirituality weren't separate disciplines but parts of a unified worldview. The builders of Stonehenge, the pyramids, and Chichen Itza didn't just think about the cosmos. They lived in harmony with it, blending precise astronomical knowledge with awe-inspiring artistry. Their work challenges us to rethink how we approach our own world today. Could we benefit from integrating these ancient principles into our modern lives? Imagine a society that values both technological progress and a deep connection to the natural world, where innovation is guided by respect for the environment and a sense of wonder. Preserving these sites is more than an act of historical conservation. It's a way of safeguarding humanity's collective memory. These monuments are testaments to the ingenuity and resilience of our ancestors, and they offer us a chance to reflect on our shared heritage. But they also face threats from climate change, urban expansion, and neglect. Protecting them isn't just about honoring the past, it's about ensuring that future generations can learn from these ancient marvels. What would it take for us to treat these sites with the reverence they deserve, not as tourist attractions but as sacred spaces that hold timeless wisdom? The blend of science, art, and spirituality in ancient alignments also invites us to think differently about the challenges we face today. In a world often divided by specialization, these monuments remind us of the power of holistic thinking. They show us that solving complex problems, whether it's climate change, social inequality, or cultural disconnection, requires more than just technical solutions. It demands creativity, collaboration, and a deeper understanding of our place in the universe. How can we draw inspiration from these ancient builders to create a more balanced and harmonious future? As we explore the legacy of these alignments, it's worth considering how their principles are being reinterpreted in modern times. From architects designing eco-friendly buildings that mimic natural patterns to communities reviving ancient agricultural practices, the wisdom of the past is finding new life in the present. This isn't about copying ancient methods, but rather adapting their core ideas to meet today's needs. The next part of our journey will look at how these ancient lessons are being reimagined in the 21st century, proving that the wisdom of the past is still very much alive. What if ancient builders possessed knowledge we've only begun to uncover? Today, modern scientists and enthusiasts are revisiting these ancient alignments, blending cutting-edge technology with old-world wisdom to decode their secrets. This field, known as Archaeoastronomy, has become a bridge connecting the past and present, offering fresh insights into how our ancestors mapped the heavens and built their monuments in harmony with the cosmos. Take, for example, the work of researchers using advanced software to simulate the night skies as they would have appeared thousands of years ago. By aligning these simulations with ancient structures, they've uncovered patterns that suggest deliberate celestial planning. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for instance, is now believed to align with specific stars in Orion's belt, a theory that continues to spark debate and fascination. But it's not just about observation. Modern enthusiasts are also experimenting with ancient techniques. Some have attempted to recreate the tools and methods used by early builders, from simple plumb lines to intricate stone carving tools. These hands-on experiments reveal the ingenuity and precision required to achieve such alignments, even without the technology we take for granted today. What drives this enduring fascination? Perhaps it's the mystery itself. The idea that these ancient cultures understood something profound about the universe that we're still piecing together. Or maybe it's the sheer scale of their achievements, monuments that stand as testaments to human creativity and determination. Yet, studying these alignments isn't without its challenges. The passage of time, erosion, and modern development have altered many sites, making it difficult to determine their original configurations. Misinterpretations can easily arise, leading to conflicting theories about their purpose and design. Despite these hurdles, the pursuit of understanding continues, fueled by a blend of curiosity and respect for the past. As we delve deeper into these mysteries, one thing becomes clear. The alignment of ancient monuments with celestial events is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a reminder of humanity's timeless connection to the cosmos, a bond that transcends generations. What other secrets might these ancient structures hold? One of the biggest hurdles in uncovering the secrets of ancient celestial alignments is the relentless passage of time. Natural erosion, weather patterns, and even the shifting of the Earth itself have worn away crucial details from these ancient monuments. Think about it, structures that were once meticulously aligned with the stars thousands of years ago now stand partially altered, their original forms obscured by centuries of decay. And it's not just nature that poses a challenge. Modern development often encroaches on these sacred sites, further complicating the work of researchers trying to piece together the past. Cities expand, roads are built, and the very landscapes that once held the key to understanding ancient civilizations are reshaped by human activity. But the challenges don't stop there. Even when evidence survives, interpreting it accurately can be incredibly difficult. Incomplete records, fragmented artifacts, and the lack of written accounts from the builders themselves can lead to misinterpretations. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Some researchers might see a pattern where none exists, while others might overlook subtle clues that could unlock a deeper understanding. That's why archaeoastronomy, a field that combines archaeology, astronomy, and anthropology, is so vital. By bringing together experts from different disciplines, we can cross-check theories, fill in gaps, and build a more complete picture of how ancient cultures interacted with the cosmos. Preservation plays a crucial role in this work. Every time a site is damaged or destroyed, a piece of our shared history is lost forever. Protecting these monuments isn't just about honoring the past, it's about ensuring that future generations can continue to learn from them. As technology advances, new tools and techniques are giving us fresh ways to explore these ancient wonders without disturbing their fragile structures. Laser scanning, satellite imagery, and advanced dating methods are opening up possibilities that were unimaginable just a few decades ago, and that's where the excitement lies. While the challenges are significant, they're also pushing us to innovate and discover. Every year, new findings reshape our understanding of the past, revealing connections between ancient cultures and the heavens that we never knew existed. The story of how ancient people aligned their monuments with celestial events is far from finished. In fact, it's just beginning. What we've uncovered so far is only a glimpse of the knowledge waiting to be found, and the next discovery could change everything we think we know about our ancestors and their relationship with the stars. As we stand on the shoulders of centuries of discovery, it's impossible not to wonder what secrets still lie hidden beneath the earth or shrouded in the mists of time. The field of ancient celestial alignments is far from exhausted. Each new excavation, each technological breakthrough, brings us closer to unearthing mysteries that could reshape our understanding of history. Advanced tools like ground-penetrating radar and satellite imaging are revolutionizing archaeology, allowing researchers to detect buried structures without ever lifting a shovel. These innovations are opening doors to sites we never knew existed, offering tantalizing glimpses into the lives and minds of our ancestors. Take, for instance, the recent discoveries in the dense jungles of Central America, where LiDAR technology has revealed vast networks of ancient cities aligned with celestial events. These findings suggest that what we once thought were isolated monuments might actually be part of interconnected systems, designed with a precision that defies our modern assumptions. Every time a new site is uncovered, it challenges our existing narratives and forces us to reconsider what we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. What if the next big discovery rewrites the textbooks entirely? Could there be a monument still hidden that reveals an even deeper connection between the heavens and ancient human ingenuity? The questions are endless and the possibilities are thrilling. As we push the boundaries of our knowledge, we're not just uncovering stones and artifacts, we're piecing together the story of humanity's relationship with the cosmos. Yet, with every discovery comes a responsibility to protect and preserve these irreplaceable sites. As we marvel at the ingenuity of ancient builders, we must also ensure that their legacy endures for future generations to study and appreciate. The race to uncover these mysteries is not just about unearthing the past, it's about safeguarding it for the future. As the centuries pass, the ancient monuments that once stood as testaments to humanity's ingenuity and connection to the cosmos now face unprecedented challenges. These sacred structures, meticulously aligned with celestial events, are more than just relics of the past. They are windows into the minds of our ancestors and symbols of our shared heritage. Yet, the very forces of modernity that bring us closer to these wonders also threaten their survival. Climate change, with its rising temperatures and erratic weather patterns, erodes stone and destabilizes foundations. Tourism, while essential for cultural appreciation, can lead to wear and tear when not managed responsibly, and urbanization, with its relentless expansion, often encroaches on these sacred sites, altering landscapes that have remained unchanged for millennia. But amid these challenges, there is hope. Around the globe, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect these ancient treasures. In Egypt, advanced conservation techniques are being used to safeguard the Great Pyramid of Giza from the effects of pollution and environmental degradation. In Peru, efforts to preserve the Nazca lines include strict visitor guidelines and the use of drones for monitoring. And in Cambodia, the restoration of Angkor Wat has become a model for balancing preservation with accessibility, ensuring that future generations can experience its awe-inspiring alignment with the equinox sun. These efforts remind us that preserving these monuments is not just about protecting stones and structures, it's about honoring the stories they tell and the wisdom they hold. They are a testament to humanity's ability to observe, interpret, and celebrate the cosmos, and they challenge us to consider our role in safeguarding this legacy. As the custodians of these ancient wonders, we have a responsibility to ensure that they endure for centuries to come. This means not only supporting preservation initiatives, but also fostering a deeper understanding of their significance. Through public education, we can inspire a collective sense of stewardship, encouraging people everywhere to see these monuments not as distant relics but as vital links to our shared past and our shared future. But how do we take these incredible discoveries about ancient alignments and share them with the wider world? Public education plays a vital role in raising awareness and fostering a deeper appreciation for these monumental feats. Museums, for instance, act as gateways to the past, offering immersive exhibits that bring ancient cultures to life. Through carefully curated displays and interactive experiences, they allow visitors to step into the shoes of those who built these structures millennia ago. Imagine walking through a replica of Stonehenge, bathed in the same golden light that once illuminated its towering stones during the solstice. It's a powerful way to connect with history on a visceral level. Documentaries also serve as a bridge between the ancient and the modern, translating complex astronomical and architectural knowledge into stories that captivate audiences. Narratives that explore the ingenuity of ancient builders not only inform but also inspire wonder. And let's not forget cultural programs, festivals, lectures, and workshops that celebrate these traditions and make them accessible to people of all ages. By engaging the public in these ways, we spark curiosity and encourage a new generation to explore the mysteries of the past. But beyond education, there's something profoundly emotional about these sites. Standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza or gazing at the precision of Machu Picchu's alignment with the sun, we're reminded of our shared humanity. These monuments are more than just stones. They're testaments to human perseverance, creativity, and our eternal quest to understand the cosmos. How can we harness this emotional resonance to deepen our connection to these ancient wonders? Perhaps the answer lies in the stories we tell, the ones that remind us not just of what these cultures achieved, but why it still matters today. Standing in the shadows of Stonehenge or gazing up at the towering pyramids of Giza, it's hard not to feel a profound sense of awe. These ancient structures, meticulously aligned with celestial events, seem to whisper secrets of a distant past. They remind us of the ingenuity, determination, and spiritual depth of those who came before us. But more than that, they evoke a universal emotion, a deep, almost inexplicable wonder that transcends time and culture. What is it about these monuments that moves us so deeply? Perhaps it's the realization that thousands of years ago, people stood in the same spot, looking up at the same stars, asking the same questions about their place in the universe. This connection to our ancestors is powerful. It's as if these structures act as bridges, linking us to the lives and minds of those who walked the earth long before us. When we see how they aligned their monuments with the solstices or the movement of the sun, we're reminded of their quest for meaning, their desire to understand the cosmos, and their ability to create something enduring. It's a reminder that, despite the vast differences in technology and culture, we share the same fundamental curiosity about the world around us, and then there's the sheer scale of it all. The precision, the effort, the vision, these weren't just random acts of construction. They were grand expressions of human ambition, a testament to what we're capable of when we work together toward a shared purpose. Think about it, these are the same hands that crafted tools, built homes, and farmed the land, yet they also raised monuments that have stood for millennia. It's humbling, isn't it, to know that the same species that struggles with the challenges of daily life also has the capacity to create something so monumental. So, what does it mean to stand before these ancient wonders today? For many, it's a moment of reflection, not just about the past, but about our own lives and legacies. What will we leave behind? How will future generations remember us? And perhaps most importantly, how can we continue to find meaning in our connection to the cosmos just as they did? These monuments aren't just relics of a bygone era. They're invitations to ponder the bigger questions, to marvel at the mysteries of existence, and to feel a sense of unity with both our ancestors and the universe itself. As we wrap up, it's worth taking a moment to appreciate what these ancient alignments teach us. They remind us of the human capacity for creativity, the enduring quest for understanding, and the profound emotional impact of connecting with something greater than ourselves. Whether you've stood before these monuments or only dreamed of visiting them, their message is clear. We are part of a vast, interconnected story, one that spans the stars and the centuries. And that, perhaps, is the greatest wonder of all. The ingenuity of ancient civilizations continues to captivate us, revealing a profound understanding of the cosmos that shaped their world. These monumental structures, aligned with celestial events, were not just feats of engineering but also expressions of deep spiritual and cultural significance. They stand as testaments to humanity's enduring quest to connect with the universe, blending science, art, and faith in ways that still resonate today. What's truly remarkable is how these alignments were achieved without modern tools or technology. Ancient builders relied on meticulous observation, mathematical precision, and a profound knowledge of the stars. From the solstice-aligned stones of Stonehenge to the solar corridors of Egypt's temples, each monument reflects a mastery of both the heavens and the earth. These achievements remind us that human creativity and curiosity have always been our greatest strengths. The legacy of these monuments isn't just in their construction, but in their ability to inspire. They invite us to ponder the mysteries of our ancestors and their relationship with the cosmos. Visiting these sites today, you can't help but feel a connection to those who built them, standing where they once stood, gazing at the same stars. It's a humbling experience that bridges the gap between past and present. If you've ever wondered about the stories behind these ancient marvels, there's no better way to explore them than by seeing them for yourself. Whether you're drawn to the pyramids of Giza, the temples of Machu Picchu, or the enigmatic circles of Avebury, each site offers a unique glimpse into humanity's shared history. So pack your bags, step into the footsteps of the ancients, and let their mysteries unfold before your eyes. Before you go, let's keep this conversation alive. What do you think drove these ancient civilizations to build with such precision and purpose? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our world. Together, let's keep uncovering the stories that connect us all.